You and your partner are sitting at the dining table, opening your banking app and trying to piece together your financial picture. Money just hit the account, and then it's gone. Together, you earn around $130,000 a year. A few decades ago, that would have been considered an enviable household income. In theory, you should be moving forward, building assets, planning vacations, feeling stable. But reality feels different. You hesitate over whether to replace your tires now or push it to next month. Your savings would only cover a few weeks or months at best. An unexpected repair bill shows up and the credit card takes the hit again. Both of you work full-time, often with overtime. Your energy is drained. Time together is reduced to tired evenings. The most confusing part is that you followed all the advice. You studied seriously, chose stable careers, bought a home in a good area. You stayed on the right path. So why does it still feel like you're slipping backward? Let's look at the numbers to understand a paradox. Two incomes can sometimes create more financial pressure than one, and the math isn't comforting. In the early 2000s, a large study of bankrupt households revealed something counterintuitive. Most of these families weren't reckless spenders. Compared to previous generations, they actually spent less on clothing, food, and household goods. So where did the money go? The answer lies in the structure of modern expenses. Dual-income households are often more vulnerable to financial shocks, not because of poor management, but because fixed costs have expanded. Compare two eras. A single-income household in the 1970s could retain a meaningful portion of income after essential expenses. That remainder acted as a buffer for savings or emergencies. 30 years later, a dual-income family earned significantly more, but housing costs surged, health insurance climbed, new categories appeared like childcare and a second vehicle. Taxes were higher. After covering all fixed obligations, the remaining flexible money was surprisingly smaller than what the earlier generation had. Higher income, but less breathing room. Housing intensified the pressure. Home prices rose faster than wages for years. Areas with strong school systems were bid up to levels where two incomes became the minimum requirement to compete. First-time buyers grew older because saving for a down payment took much longer. Picture a young couple earning about $140,000. They buy a modest home with payments consuming over a third of their income. Add insurance, taxes, groceries, transportation, utilities, and healthcare, and the leftover monthly cash is thin. That's before children enter the equation. This is the essence of the two-income trap. Both partners working at full capacity just to maintain their current lifestyle. If one income disappears, the financial structure immediately destabilizes. In the past, a stay-at-home partner could enter the workforce when needed, functioning as a reserve. Today, that reserve is already spent from the beginning. When childcare, commuting, and exhaustion-driven convenience spending, takeout meals, cleaning services, are included, the net benefit of the second income can shrink dramatically. Not everyone with a high income feels financially comfortable because the baseline cost structure has changed. A counterintuitive strategy some families adopt is designing their lifestyle so one income can cover essential expenses. The second income is directed toward savings, investing, and debt reduction. This approach builds a buffer and flexibility when disruptions occur. The key principle is avoiding a system where fixed costs depend entirely on two paychecks. Once fixed costs are locked to two incomes, stepping back becomes extremely difficult. The trap doesn't emerge from one big decision. It forms through a chain of reasonable choices: a better house, a newer car, more convenience. Each step makes sense individually, but collectively tightens financial margins. The reality is that essential costs have outpaced income growth for years. That creates structural pressure, not just a matter of personal discipline. So when a high-earning household still feels squeezed, it isn't simply personal failure, it's a consequence of the modern cost environment.
The exit path involves keeping fixed costs below earning capacity, building reserves, and preserving flexibility. Every dollar not locked into long-term obligations buys back options. The trap doesn't come with warning signs. Most people only recognize it once they're deep inside, wondering how doing everything right still led to strain. The real advantage is seeing the mechanism early and adjusting before it pulls you in.